It's sunny. It's very sunny here. Okay. Let's see. This one is going to be very. I always get it sideways for them because I don't have where to put it my computer. Anyways, hi guys. I'm sorry. I'm very entertained here with my tech issues. Hi everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Let me get this beautiful sewing here. Where are you, girl? Yes, yes. Okay, special today. Hi,
can you hear me, darling?
I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good, darling. I'm good.
I would love it to see you, though. Oh, there we go.
My camera decided to turn around on me.
I know. I couldn't see that. I was like, I'd rather see your beautiful face.
Oh, you're so sweet.
How are you, baby?
I can't see you. I can't see you, darn it, but that's okay.
You cannot see me? You cannot see like two screens there?
No, my phone, there's something going on. I should have done it with my computer. My phone's doing its own thing today.
Oh.
But Mercury's retrograde, so that makes sense.
That it does. How are you in this beautiful Monday?
I know. I'm wonderful. I'm blessed. I'm so happy. It's gorgeous. How are you?
I'm so happy too. I love the sun. So I'm here just like, okay, come in, just warm in my heart because it's amazing. I absolutely love the days like this. It's not too hot, not cold, and it's a beautiful sun outside. So yeah, warms me and my beautiful heart in here. It's a nice way to start our Monday. Let's put this way.
Absolutely. Wonderful way to start our week. Yes.
It is. Baby, tell me a little bit. I know you, and I feel really blessed to know you. But I want to introduce you. So please introduce yourself to our beautiful community.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm honored to know you too, my friend. I love you so much.
Love you too.
You're welcome. My name is Candace Capella, for those of you that don't know me. I am a medical hypnotherapist, which means I help people when they have challenges with medical challenges. I'm a meditation instructor. I've been teaching meditation for over 40 years. And anybody that knows me knows that I say meditation is the free way to enlightenment. And if you don't meditate, I strongly suggest that you do start a practice of some sort. If you don't know how to, you can certainly ask me. But I'm a meditation instructor and, of course,
Sound healer. Well, we absolutely love it. Yeah, I love it. Candace, would you please give me 1 second? Because I can hear my music too loud here right now. So I want to focus on you. Just give me 1 second. That's because I have to do it live.
No worries.
Okay. I think now is much better. Because now I can hear you properly. How I love it. Yeah, I mean, this woman is amazing. And I have to tell you, I tell everybody now about the last session we had. I'm still in, oh my gosh, what is that feeling like a movie inside in a way that was like musical. So I still up to now, I was like, I'm craving, I want more of that, please.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I want to tell you, Lizzie, one of the things that you feel when you do get a sound bath is a feeling that you actually get when you sleep at night. When I do the sound bowls, and let me grab one of my little, what happens, I use 7 of these bowls to correlate with this energy centers in your body. And what happens is this vibrates, and it's all vibration, right? We're all vibration. Einstein said it. But it vibrates to the energy centers in your body, and it forces the mind into a theta state. And that's where your brain goes at night when you go to sleep. And people have said to me, just like you, oh my God, I want that feeling again. How do I've never felt anything like that.
Yeah, I really, honestly, I don't know, but I felt like my body, my soul was dancing inside of me. You know what I mean? It was just like that feeling of a movement. It was so soothing. And I was like, gosh, that's so good. I'm like, I want more of this. I want more. I'm addicted to that now.
Well, yeah, because the thing is it takes your body to a theta state, which is where you go at night when you sleep. So you do feel this way, but you're asleep and you don't know that you feel this way. In fact, I had a young man come to one of my sound, and when he was finished, he sat up and just so I knew that was good. When I supposed to said it, I knew it was good. But I had people tell me, oh my God, I never felt anything like this. And one guy told me, he said, I swear to God, Candace, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I was on a spaceship. You set me off on a spaceship.
Amazing. I know, it's the feeling. Is the feeling. And so I'm like, what was like first call you to sound healing? Because I know you do so many other things as well as a therapist, right? Hypnosis and tons of stuff. What called you for the sound healing? What was that experience? I said, oh, sound healing is now my purpose to help people with the sound healing. Hi, David. Hi, Simone.
It's a good question. I have to tell you, I was talking to a friend of mine, Adam Atman. He's an acupuncturist in Campbell. And I was having a session with him, and I told him that I wanted to take my hypnotherapy practice to the next level. I really wanted to, because some people are afraid of hypnosis. And you know, really, honestly, we get hypnotized by TV and scrolling on our phones every day. We just don't know it. But so I wanted to reach people that were afraid of hypnosis. And he asked me about sound bowls. Yeah, I've had sound baths before. And so he said, there's a friend of mine here. Come here. When we were finished with my session, we went out in the lobby. And his friend said, here, and he handed me a sound bowl. And he said, just play this. I want to see how you do. And I just started just like this.
Oh, my God.
And I started playing it. And people in the lobby were like, wow, that's amazing. And the guy said, you're a natural. This is what you should be doing.
That's your call. Your calling.
It was my calling. Even though I'm a great hypnotherapist, I'm a great meditation teacher and spiritual coach. But when I did my courses on this, it totally made a difference for people after I took many trainings from great sound healers. In fact, I'm going to another one this weekend. But it just really, each class and each teacher I learned so much, and it reaches people at their core level. And you can speak to this.
No, I totally can. And you just said you're going to go for another course. Before my last session, I remember you had been to a one, and I was like, yes. It's impossible that you can get even better than this. I mean, like, I will float next time, literally. Like, if I have another session that you get even better, I will not. I will see my body down there and my soul right here, because I mean, like, it's impossible to get even better. I mean, I have no idea. I'm looking forward for our retreat because I will lie down there. I was like, okay, just take it easy. Describe a little bit for the people who have never done a sound healing before, or sound healer or sound bath. So either way, are the way to call it is basically the same thing. The same thing. But the people who think that is like,
it's
not.
It's not, Lizzie. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the same thing. So let's explain.
No, and most people don't realize this. One of my teachers, he was amazing. He's Star Water. He's an amazing guy. He has music all over on YouTube and sells albums and stuff. He is amazing. And one of the things that he taught us was anybody could go out and get a sound bowl and start cranking on. Anybody can. You can go out and buy one right now and do it for yourself. And there is benefit from it. And people that just start doing this, I'm going to say, I'm going to give you a sound bath. You'll get benefit. You'll gain benefit, I promise. But here's the thing. For me, as a healer, there's a way that you create the sound bath so that it creates a healing. And people that aren't aware of how the body works with energy, and I do. So I go through and I bring you into a state where you can lie down, and Lizzie, you can attest to this. You relax and you get to a state where you can accept this energy and you'll reach a deep state of relaxation, which is a healing way, because you have to move the energy through the body in such a way that, because when you get a sound bath, you can bring things up in people.
Yes, a lot of emotions.
Yes, I've had people sobbing during it. And if you don't know how to bring that energy up using different instruments and segueing into different vibrations, it could be very abrupt. And so I've had people come to me, and I feel like I'm bragging, but I've had people come to me and say, I've never had a sound bath like this. And I said, well, because you've had sound baths. This is sound healing. You are healing and releasing energy. Our body has a memory of its own, and it remembers, I don't want to say tragedies, but experiences that you go through.
Because it's there, right? It's somewhere, in the files, and then you need to like kind of move around. Yeah, I remember seeing people like tearing during your session. I was like, wow, that is, that's intense. It's sound healing for sure. So thank you so much for clarifying this, first of all, because like, I have, even I, on my own ignorance, I was like, I didn't know. I thought it was the same thing, but clearly it's not. Because now you are a professional who study how exactly to move that energy through your entire body. It's not a simple bath. It's just like the whole spiritual thing, which is it's amazing. It's amazing. So how would you describe it? That for if someone is like thinking about it, that it might be too woo-woo, a little bit too crazy. If a person have never done, if you want a simple way to describe what it is, what would that would be like? Energy moving, kind of freeing your energy in your body. How would you call? How would you say?
Yeah. Lizzie, that's a great question, because here's the thing. You've heard me say this over and over. You've come to my things. You went to the TV show. You've heard me say this. When Einstein said this, I'm going to take a quote of Einstein. He's not woo-woo. We all know it, right? So he said that we're all energy, period. And if you want to see something manifest, he didn't use that word. He said, if you want to see something appear in your reality, all you need to do is match the vibration of that, and it cannot not happen, because, we're all energy beings. And so we're all just, they said, this is not philosophy. This is physics. This is science. So now, nowadays, years ago, people used to think this is all woo-woo and, this is hairy-fairy. It's not. Science is now finally caught up to the spiritual, the information that the ancients have known
for so long,
centuries and thousands of years.
Yeah.
It's just energy. Because we're all energy beings, we're all vibrational energy beings, and all this does is help raise the vibration. Because even thoughts are things. Now they know this, they can measure thoughts, and they all know that they all vibrate in certain ways. And so when you're thinking sad thoughts, there's only two emotions, love and fear. Fear is equivalent to stress, anger, frustration, jealousy, mad, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fear. That's low vibrations. Love is happiness, joy, peace, tranquility, all that. That's love. So fear and there's other vibrations in the middle. But when you're thinking of stress and anxiety, you're down here. But when you're happy and joyful and love, you're up here. So what doing a sound healing does, or a sound bath, what it does, it helps raise the vibration of your body. In fact, NBC, I'm going to put this on my website as soon as I find it, but NBC did a piece a couple of years ago on it. It was a 2-minute piece about one of the anchors. She went to a place in New York and she did a sound bath, and she came back and she said, you guys, I got to tell you, I thought it was just all in my head, but I felt good for at least a couple days afterwards. Because you're vibing high. I hate to use that word, but you are.
Yeah, you definitely, you feel different. And you will carry on for, a few days, that feeling of is a lighting, right? It's just like you feel like, oh, I'm walking on the clouds now. That's why we always gonna save you. I keep saying, like, for the end of the event, because that's the feeling we want people to feel, like leaving the space, like we're just keeping that energy, that vibration high for the rest of the week, so they can just having a wonderful start of the week. So that is why we save you for the last, like, I want to Candace just like be the closing of the event, because I know she can just send the people home with like this light and high. Yes. And what are the things how do you prepare yourself before, like, to make sure before any session, to make sure that you create a safe space for people, for your clients, before they come to have the session?
Well, I start either the night before or early that morning. I start sending out loving thoughts to everybody that's going to be coming. I myself every day meditate for at least 40 minutes. So I center myself and get grounded and set the intentions. Intentions are very important for everybody. But I set the intention that I'm going to heal people and I'm going to send out love. And during all the way up until the time before I start, I'm in my head sending out love and healing vibrations, just sending it from my heart to everybody. So that when I sit down, you will feel that energy coming to you, not just from my voice, because as you know,
yes.
I walk you down to get relaxed, but I'm sending it through the instruments, through the vibrations of these. It just vibrates out, and you'll feel it. As you know, you'll feel it in your body, but it also is a part of you that you won't even feel, but another part of you feels it.
It does. It's really intense. It's funny. I was this last weekend. Now it was Saturday. I was in the 16 hours conference about it's Christian and reading the Bible and stuff, and everything that you say now is related as well with what's taught in the Bible. Like this manifesting, believing that you already are cured, that you already if you like in Jesus, like touch a little piece of the veil, you will be saved. So all this is your energy, your manifestation, you setting your intentions. That is what's going to happen if I do this. So I really believe that this working on the work that you do in your mind to manifest, to send all this deep inside you, definitely can turn into reality. It's
it's a fact. It's not hairy fairy or woo or even religious.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
like you said, it's physics. It's physics, right? Now, it's physics. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced someone coming into your session with a really major issue and left maybe or feeling over the moon? Have you ever had someone with a very critical condition and completely change after that?
Yeah. I have many people that come to sessions that said that I have, especially here in the Bay Area, people, all of that. I was in tech for many years, and people and lending. I did banking and lending. It's really stressful. The energy in this Bay Area for all of us. We all feel it. It's a vibration. And so I've had people come to my session saying, I walked in here from a horrible day at work, and I can't even think about what happened today. I just feel so good. It's just it lifts you. Again, in fact, Edgar Casey said it years ago. He said the future of healing and medicine will be in vibration. He said it, a long time ago. And it's because science is finally catching up to the things that the ancients have known. My great-grandmother was an American Indian shaman, and she taught me this as a child. And my mother, she was a doctor, and she only talked about, the thoughts and raising your vibration and only having good thoughts. It affects you.
Yeah.
And this is, like you said, Lizzie, it's like we give them a sound healing and we send them on their way, just vibrating so high they cannot help but feel good.
So feel good and make everybody else around them feel great as well. Because when you kind of vibrating that high, you spread your light around everybody else, right? So people feel a little bit of what you're feeling as well, which is phenomenal. I think it's just that the good positive domino effect, right? So you kind of ripples out to the world the feeling that you want in that moment.
Absolutely. And if people knew this, if they could realize, and in fact, because I'm sure, you guys have all heard we're all connected. I was raised with this from American Indian wisdom, but we're all connected. You know how they said the matrix, and we're all, connected. But by you being strong enough and taking the wisdom and learning this information and being strong enough to heal your own self and raise your vibration, not even just the people remotely around you in your own circle, but it affects people even farther out and ripples out. And it heals people not even around you, but people far away from you. So the mere fact that people are really taking the time to heal themselves and doing these type of things, they have no idea what they're doing to other people around them. Some people do, they know, and that's why they do it.
Yes.
But people that don't know it, it really does affect other people. You're right, Missy.
It does.
It does help others.
And how do you feel like people, because when you told me at the last retreat that, you were trying this new thing about having a floating devices, so because intensified in the water, how did you end up there? So how can I put it that, how do you make that fusion? How how you began, everything began, and like what do people feel now? Like they want more that floating thing. They want, like, how that work?
Yeah, because I heard about this from a friend of mine who also is a sound healer.